I rushed this account to Town Hall 9 and today we're gonna start to fix it. What's going on, Clash Mashers? Rocky here today, and today we're going to talk about how to fix a rushed account. I see a lot of comments requesting fix that rush style content or asking whether or not they should rush or fully max, and we'll talk about all that during this Town Hall 9 Fix That Rush series, but I think Town Hall 9 is a really good place to get started for a Fix That Rush, and we'll talk about that here today as well. But first, our base is a little bit of a mess. Let's get a little bit of a progress base going right about now. And here we are, guys, our Fix That Rush progress base. Now, this account is very unique because the laboratory is already maxed out. So we're in a good spot there. Like, we don't have to upgrade our lab, which is one of the first things I would recommend for any Fix That Rush account, is to upgrade your lab, whether it be for Town Hall 9 level or whatever Town Hall level you are. Max out your laboratory. First priority, max out your laboratory so you can get the highest level troops, even if it's on a power potion. Because with the introduction of the clan capital and the trader with the raid medals, we now have 3 power potions available each and every week. And if you're warring non-stops, you're gonna do about 3 wars. So with a max laboratory, you can have those maxed out troops. But as far as everything else, this base needs quite a bit of work. Like, the storages are just high enough so I could get to Town Hall 9. Like, this one's pretty rushed, and we're gonna be fixing it over the next, I'm expecting a couple months or so. The biggest grind is gonna be the heroes, which at Town Hall 9 it's a little bit grindy, but it's not too horrible. And the first piece I want to talk about is why Town Hall 9. Well, honestly, if you're rushing an account or if you have a rushed account, Town Hall 9 is just a good stopping point because you can get everything upgraded and maxed out pretty quickly, pretty easily, even from this level. And I'll show you guys that as we go here. But let's talk about the first steps to fix a rush. So for me, besides the laboratory, which is offense, and we'll talk a little bit more about offense, the next thing you need to work on is these storages. For us, we got a few storages that are decent level 8, but they can still go up. But these level 1 storages really aren't doing much for us. They allow us to hold 1,500 loot. So we want to get these storages up right now. We want to get these bad boys going non-stop. Now, we do have a few magic items saved up, and we'll be using those. But this is going to be something that's going to allow us to store a ton of loot. So I think we really want to work on getting these storages all the way upgraded. That way we can go ahead and maximize our potential store. And this account does have 5 builders, and if you guys need advice on how to get 5 builders by Town Hall 9, because it should really be achievable, let me know. I'll make a video on that specific topic, because I think by Town Hall 9 you should have 5 builders. But let's go ahead and let's pop off this builder potion right here, and let's get some of these storages upgraded just a little bit. So we got our storages up a little bit here, but I don't want to just keep pounding away at the storages because we want to focus on the offense also. We'll definitely be upgrading storages because we're going to need more storage space to get more upgrades going. But one of the biggest things, especially with offense, is going to be the army camps. Now, we do have a couple camps that are level 4, but also we have level 1 army camps that are super cheap. And with each of those, we get 10 capacity. So we should go ahead and get these 2 army camps upgrading. And then while we're at it, we're going to have to grind our heroes. And honestly, at Town Hall 9, there's a ton of hero grind. So while we have a little bit of Dark Elixir and we have our builders on boost, let's go ahead and get those heroes going as well. We do have that other storage that's going to be finishing up soon, finishing up a 5th builder, so we can continue to work on the camps, continue to work on the heroes until we run out of loot. But also, I want to start taking a look at our barracks, because our barracks aren't very high level either. I mean, depending on where you rush, you want to get your barracks maxed out as well, so you have the most potential for your troops. And not only barracks, but the spell factories, guys. We have a level 1 spell factory, so this is all going to kind of work in tandem. Same thing with the dark spell factory. So we want to get all these offensive buildings upgraded as much as possible, and that's going to be our kind of goal over this next week or so, is to work on the offense and get as much of it upgraded as possible, especially these army camps for farming. The more troops we can take, the better. That way we have a better chance to get all of that loot. But we definitely need to spend time on things like the spell factory to unlock a lot more spells. I mean, all we have is lightning and poison because we have level 1, but like in our barracks we can unlock wizards, healers, dragons, P.E.K.K.A.s, baby dragons at Town Hall 9. So 5 more troops can unlock, regular troops, elixir troops, and then hogs, valkyries, golems, witches, and lava hounds. So 10 total troops we can unlock, and then we can get, we got so much work to do, guys. We got so much work to do. But that's the whole point of that fix that rush. So I'm gonna keep working on these army camps, and we do have another builder potion. So I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll pop off that builder potion too, and we're just gonna keep these army camps grinding. We're gonna keep everything just kind of going right here to get a little bit of a boost going. And even aside from like camps and barracks and stuff, don't forget about the clan castle, guys, because we get more troop capacity in the clan castle. At Town Hall 9 we can get up to 30. So we got a lot to do in here, and we'll definitely be working on it. For now, I definitely want to focus on the camps, and since we got a little bit of dark elixir for the current time, we'll throw that all into heroes while we can. But what about the defenses? I'm sure some people are going to be asking, what about defenses and traps? Honestly, like, unless you're planning to war, that's not a priority right now. Defenses, like, I know this is like the weird old way of thinking, but if we're going to fix this rush as quickly as possible, we need our offense up, and we need our offense up so we can farm more efficiently, or, you know, get loot from war more efficiently. We want to be able to get that loot more efficiently. That's why all the focus is going to be on offense. That's the one advantage to rushing. Whether you rush to Town Hall 9, rush to Town Hall 14, you can get your offense up. Now, obviously at Town Hall 14, it's a lot harder, but at Town Hall 9, it's very easy to recover this, and that's why I said rushing to Town Hall 9, not the biggest of deals, because you can get it. So I think actually when this finishes, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start working on the spell factor. Oh, I did not mean to resume that boost. That's a 2-day boost from when we first went up. We got a maintenance break, in case anyone's wondering. I think we're going to get like these spell factories going. Like, we'll do one longer upgrade, and then we'll just keep the builders on some of these smaller upgrades for the time being. So I'll be back with you guys in a few. And while we're waiting on our army camps and heroes to continue to upgrade, which we're going to level 4 and level 3 respectively, I wanted to quickly talk about a couple other things like the laboratory and these resource buildings, because I'm sure some people will be like, well, Bash, you need to get the resource buildings up. Also, we need to get that loot. Yes and no. For me, I think it's really important to get the offense going right away, especially those army camps, the clan castle, the stuff that's going to have that immediate impact. Even getting the heroes to level 5, level 10 is going to be nice so they have their abilities. I think that's way more important than worrying about like getting our gold mines up a few levels, because we're going to be able to farm really easily. And we'll talk about farming in the coming days. I don't know necessarily tomorrow, but in the coming days. So that's why these aren't as big of a priority right now. I'm more worried. I'd rather get the storages maxed out over, like, you know, a collector, a gold mine, let alone, you know, the army camps and the barracks and all that. We have a lot of work to do on this, so those just aren't going to be a priority right now. But one thing I wanted to quickly touch on is we do have our laboratory. So in our laboratory, we can upgrade whatever we want here, which isn't really much, to be honest. And I think we're going to upgrade stuff that we're going to farm with. And what should we farm with low? It's really hard to say. It's really hard to say. Obviously, like, if we had like baby dragons or like, you know, regular dragons, that'd be great, but I think like we're gonna just have to stick to like Barch or goblins. And for me, I'm a goblin guy, so we're gonna go goblins in the laboratory, which I haven't farmed with regular goblins in a long time, so we'll see how those goes. So we'll get our laboratory going. We definitely want to keep that going non-stop as well, along with all these other buildings we've been talking about. And I know we've been kind of all over the place, and it's been more of like what priorities, but one important tip that probably should have been like the #1 tip, but it'll be our final tip for today's episode, is going to be keep your builders going at all times. We just said keep the laboratory going, but always keep your builders going. If you're trying to fix a rush account, it's important to keep those builders going. Whether you have 3 builders or 5 or even 6, always try to keep your builders upgrading something. That way you can recover your rush as fast as possible. It kind of makes a lot of sense, right? Keep those builders going nonstop and you'll get unrushed eventually. And I know we've been kind of all over the place here today, but really work on that offense. Don't neglect your heroes. Like, that's a big thing. Get that laboratory up. Get the clan castle up. I know we haven't even started on it, but the army camps are going to be a huge thing for us, and that's where we're going to put a lot of effort into here today. And I know it doesn't look like we have much loot, but we got kind of a stash of loot over here. Just don't worry about that. Walls and stuff can wait too. Like, I'm just going to dump a little bit of loot into walls just so I have some gold available. But really, like, we're just going to be focusing on the offense. So hopefully you guys are excited for this new series, and let me know any topics you guys may need covered or touched upon. Even if it's not Town Hall 9 rush, just let me know. We could talk about it, make it into a video. You guys have a great day. Keep on clash bashing.